Right now I'm gonna turn the potentiometer and we have to hear a louder sound. Let's do it. First of all, I'm going to place my IC LM386 to the breadboard. As you can see, the notch is located on the left. So I'm gonna connect the pin 4 of the IC and pin 2 to the ground. Let's do it. Pin 4 and the second pin, both of them are going to be connected to the negative rail of the breadboard. Let's connect our potentiometer to the breadboard. 10 kilo ohm, which has 3 pins. One of the pins has to be connected to the ground. So I'm gonna do it. This pin goes to ground. Now let's put it here. Good. And one of the other pins, which is the middle one, has to be connected to the output. So output pin of the IC is pin 3. And I'm going to connect it to the output pin of the potentiometer. Next, I'm going to extend the first pin of the IC by this jumper wire. And I'm going to connect my 1.5 kilo ohm resistor across it. So this resistor will be connected to the pin 1 of the IC, and the other lead will be connected to a blank spot on breadboard. I'm gonna use my 10 microfarad capacitor and I'm gonna connect the anode positive pole to the resistor and the cathode to the pin 8 of the IC. Another 10 microfarad capacitor, I'm gonna connect the anode of the capacitor to pin 7 of the IC, and the cathode will be connected to the ground. Let's connect the 6th pin of the IC to the positive rail of the breadboard. So here is the pin 6, and let's connect our 220 ohm microfarad across the pin 5 of the IC. So the anode will be connected to pin 5 of the IC and the cathode to a blank spot on breadboard. Next, I'm going to use my 220 ohm resistor and I will connect it across the pin 5 of the IC, and the other lead will be connected to a blank spot on breadboard. And after that, I'm going to use my 0.22 microfarad capacitor, which is shown as 224 ceramic capacitor, across the resistor and the negative rail of the breadboard. Here is my 8 ohm speaker. You can also use 32 ohm speaker if you have. And I'm going to connect it across the cathode of the 220 microfarad capacitor. And the other side will be connected to the negative rail of the breadboard. Next, I'm going to connect my 3.5 millimeter audio jack to the power pin of the potentiometer and to the ground. So let's do it. Finally, I'm going to place my 1000 microfarad capacitor between the positive and negative rails of the breadboard. As you can see, I have connected my audio jack to my phone. I have 12 volts coming into the circuit, and I've connected the, let me change the view of the phone. As you can see, I've connected the rails of the breadboard to each other so that current can flow through both of the rails. And let's play the music and let's see if our mini audio amplifier works. Let's make the experiment a little bit interesting at the end of the video. I'm gonna change the volume of the audio output of the IC without pressing any volume buttons on the phone. How it works: I've connected a potentiometer over here which has 3 pins. One of them is connected to the V sub CC, the other one is connected to the ground, and the middle pin, which is Viper, is connected to the output pin of the IC, which is pin 3. Now, as I turn the potentiometer, it changes the resistance between the Viper and either the V sub CC or ground terminal. This varying resistance controls the input level signal which is going into the IC. And when the Viper is closer to the V sub CC, the resistance is going to be lower, which allows more of the input signal to reach to the IC. And then we can hear a louder sound. So let's do it. I'm gonna open my phone. So I'm on YouTube. Of course, no copyright music, and I'm gonna play the music. So right now, okay, now it's better. I hope you guys can hear the music. Right now I'm gonna turn the potentiometer and we have to hear a louder sound. Let's do it. So I'm gonna stop the music, and as you can see, the sound was louder. Let's decrease the volume. I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna turn the potentiometer in other way. So that's the story with the potentiometer and how it's useful in our circuit. That was it. We are done with the project. I hope you guys have understood how the circuit works. If you have any questions regarding the circuit, please let me know in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a like and subscribe my channel. Thanks and have a good day.